High above a hidden valley, a tiny team chooses one of the most difficult places imaginable to build an entire village.
Before building anything, they must carefully map every natural shelf and find a safe path across the enormous cliff.
Instead of bringing everything from outside, they carefully shape the natural stone already hidden.
The first platform becomes the foundation of the village, anchored directly into the natural rock.
Then another platform rises above it, creating the first level of what will eventually become a vertical village.
Large glass windows are added, turning the mountain itself into a breathtaking backdrop. The rooftops become peaceful terraces. Future villagers can enjoy the open mountain air.
A lightweight metal walkway connects the two levels, while keeping the dramatic view completely open. At the entrance, a massive stone arch marks the beginning of the hidden settlement.
A second home follows, positioned higher on the cliff so every resident can look directly across the valley.
A winding staircase is carved into the cliff, finally giving the growing village a proper connection between its levels.
A natural mountain spring is carefully redirected through ceramic channels to provide fresh water throughout the village. At the heart of the village, a small stone square begins to bring every pathway together. Green terraces are added to soften the stone landscape and bring life to the steep mountainside. With a single glass wall, the dark cave becomes one of the most spectacular rooms in the entire village. The quiet square becomes a tiny market filled with food, pottery, and everyday essentials.
Behind one home, they discover something unexpected, a natural cave that becomes a hidden room inside the mountain.
At the highest point, they build a lookout tower with a clear view over the entire valley.
Across the bridge, a second cluster of homes begins to rise, turning two separate cliffs into one connected community.
But the village is still growing, so a second cliffside bridge extends toward the neighboring rock.
As daylight fades, hundreds of tiny lights begin connecting the village like glowing threads across the mountain. Near the waterfall, another peaceful viewpoint gives the villagers a front-row seat to the power of nature. Every home receives its final details, turning stone structures into warm.
With the construction complete, the quiet market finally begins to feel like a real village. The final landscaping blends the new structures into the mountain, until the village looks as though it has always belonged here.
Before leaving, the team performs one final inspection, checking every bridge, window, pathway, and water system.
Then the sun disappears behind the mountains, revealing the village in its most beautiful light. Under the first stars, the tiny settlement finally feels complete. A hidden world suspended high. What began as an impossible idea has become a hidden mountain village, a tiny civilization built